UCLA Bruins and the Michigan Wolverines.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
So on the floor for UCLA, Campbell is out there with Looney. Then it's Fresh. Then there's Free. And it's Robertson at center. Adkins. That three off the mark.
And guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton, also coming out of Westwood. And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
And Jones has it in the corner. Pass to Adkins. From past the arc, that's good. Freak's got 5 now. And it's the Bruins with the ball. It's a 3-point game. They set the pick. Here's Fresh, and it's blocked by Atkins. And that's out of bounds. UCLA will retain possession. The Bruins making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And here is Campbell. Passes it to Fresh. Dishes to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Campbell. Good on the triple. Freak with it. He's got 5. Crawford dishes to Freak. And the Wolverines on another 3.
Wow. What a first half it's been thus far here for Freak. This is why so many think he'll be a star at the next level.
And you can take all the measurements and do all the data analytics you want to, but all it takes is one half of watching Freak play when he's hot like this to know stardom is in his future.
And it's the Bruins with the ball, following the three-pointer by Freak.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
So both teams making some changes here. Starks outside. Out to the wing. Johnson the screen. Starks kicks to Thomas.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Michigan making some changes. Jefferson's checked. He's making a switch here. The Wolverines leading by 9. Adkins in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Taylor. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the shooting guard. Here's UCLA. And for the Bruins, we've got Irving. Johnson is out there with Fresh. And it's Morris in at the 3.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Freak kicks to Jones. Here's Atkins. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Freak's got 11.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Lets the three fly. The rebound by Johnson. Here's Barton.
UCLA foul. David Johnson. That's his first personal foul.
Adkins. And no good trying to get that one. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. It's the Wolverines. They lead by 12. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. His play in the second half of this game, critical.
Adkins, he's in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Jones. Then it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the shooting guard position.
You know, sometimes you can see how a player can lead on the floor from the sidelines, and you see that with Freak. I mean, he's got the skills and athleticism as a point guard in addition to the leadership, too.
And, guys, people often underestimate just how important leadership is. You know, there's no stat for that. But guys like Chris Paul and Steph Curry have incredible skill, but their leadership on the floor is equally as important. Freak is a floor general in their mold.
And for the Bruins, they've got Fresh. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then there's Free, and it's Robertson at the pivot spot manning the middle.
Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan. He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
UCLA trails by 8. There's a screen. Fresh, the pass to Stokes. Here's Roberts. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's going to be on Freak.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Bruins shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And so he hits both. Takes the 3. UCLA grabs the miss. Johnson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And thinking back to the Fab Five, there were 5 freshmen, all brought in the same year, and they all started.
Yeah. Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose were the most successful pros, all of them playing professionally at some level. It's still considered one of the greatest freshman classes, if not the greatest of all time.
Adkins, he's in at the point. Taylor is out there with Ellis. And it's Banks in at the small forward.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
The shot misses. Now the Wolverines take it the other way. Here's Atkins. The baseline jumper goes down. And now it's an 8-point Wolverine lead.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means. and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Michigan making some changes. Smith comes in for Taylor, and Jones subbed in for Banks. Looney's checked in for UCLA. Campbell comes in for Morris. A minute 42 left here in the second half of the game. Smith kicks to Freak. Back to Smith. They set the pick. Here's Atkins. Hands it from downtown.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Roberts, and it's good.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
The Wolverines leading by 9. Here's Atkins. No good from outside.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. A nice shot by Roberts.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Atkins. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And Michigan leads by 9.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Teams changing it up here. On the wing starts. And another miss by UCLA.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong.
Barton kicks to Starks. A floater, and the layup is good.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
He hits the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Porter dishes to Starks. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And so it's Michigan winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like that.
It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. You brought a lot of money, but me, I'm catching tidy tummy. You make me sleep. I try and try. start to be sensible. You know what I mean? And so it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. And next time we'll talk it over. And we can start again.
Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. It's the Michigan Wolverines. Facing the Louisville Cardinals.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
So the Wolverines starting five. Adkins, he's in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Jones. And it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the shooting guard position. The Louisville Cardinals have had a real strong run lately in college hoops, Clark. Even after changing conferences a few years back, they continue to shine.
You know, and nobody knew, Kevin, just how they would fare in the new and stronger conference, but it's been winning as usual for the Cardinals. One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Here's Sanders. And it's Michigan with the rebound. Now here's Freak to the inside.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Taylor's checked in for Michigan. Cunningham comes in for Ellis. And here's Freak. There's the pick. Shoots off the screen. And it's White with the rebound.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Louisville. On defense, Michigan. Here's Thomas. Top of the key, Russell. Inside, Price. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And he gets it to go. Freak's got 5 points so far. Freak's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Price kicks to Payton. Price dishes to Payton. Some nice passing by Louisville here. The feed to Price. Launches it. Knight grabs the board. And stolen by Russell. Pass to Thomas. He kicks to Payton. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Freak with it. He nails it, and we're tied up. Freak's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball. Really, in all sports, the school has a very strong program.
No doubt, the Wolverines love their sports. Easy to cheer for the basketball program with all the success they've had.
1:22 left in the first half of the game. And for the Wolverines, Adkins, he's in at the point. Jefferson is out there with Taylor, and it's Crawford at the 2-guard spot. Rozier, the pass to Hughes. The three-pointer, no good.
And for the Wolverines, they have one official title in 1989. Have made it into the college championship game a lot of other times. Finished 5 times as the runner-up.
He feeds it to Jones. Goes up from the top of the key. And it's Michigan with the rebound.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And there have been some highs and lows in the Michigan program. Overall, you have to give them credit for being a persistent presence in the tournament. A lot of iconic moments have involved the maize and blue. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Wright sets a screen to the middle. Layup off the pick.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
The Wolverines shooting their first free throws of this. Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws good for Jefferson. Now Price. The dish to Payton. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Cardinals ahead. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the Second half.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunity.
We've got White. Rozier's out there with Sanders. Then there's Harrell, and it's Mack in at the 5 spot. On the court for Michigan, Adkins in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Smith.